The nation's leaders paying their respects today to a man and his wife who have elevated the Bahamas' reputation worldwide.
The bodies of Dr. Myles and Ruth Munroe lying in state at the Bahamas Faith Ministries Diplomat Center on Carmichael Road today as the journey to their final resting place commenced. Well, tonight, the memorial service for Dr. Myles and his wife, Ruth Munroe, is already underway at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium.
Now, the service will feature a cadre of noted speakers and artists from the local and international community. Our Clint Watson is live from the stadium. Clint?
There is absolutely nothing solemn about this. What is being called a celebration here at the National Stadium. Songs of praise that you hear in the background. Old-time Bahamian goodies. We just finished with the Bahamas Faith Ministries praise team, just really leaving the stadium electrified by the songs of praise and worship. This is a celebration of the life and legacy of Pastor Myles Munroe and, of course, his wife, Ruth Munroe. And we can tell you while thousands have gathered here at the National Stadium to celebrate. Earlier today, it was the opportunity for the government to pay their respects to Dr. Myles Munroe and his wife Ruth Ann at a special ceremony when they were able to sign the book of condolences and meet with families. Take a look.
The impact of Dr. Myles Munroe is just now being fully realized as the world pays homage. Known as a man who preached about purpose and kingdom leadership, his name is being lauded in circles globally, and in return the Bahamas, as it did during his life, continues to benefit from the connection of being his home. It's no surprise that as part of the state-recognized homegoing he'll receive Thursday, government officials personally paid respects by signing the Book of Condolence and saluting the mortal remains of Dr. Munroe and his wife Ruth Ann before meeting with family to offer support and comforting words.
I indicated to the family assembled in the boardroom, which included the children, that this was a very sad occasion for me because on all of the occasions coming here, I was coming for an uplifting message or some kind of message, whatever the service was. And now I've come as a final farewell to a couple that inspired a country.
Speaking to the Munroe children, Prime Minister the Right Honourable Perry Christie says he conveyed a message that he couldn't say from Parliament or in the National Stadium or at the funeral, but one that he felt every conviction to deliver.
Their mother and father invested in them, lived long enough to see that investment flourish. Now, in the absence of their mother and father, I'm looking at them and I'm seeing their mother and father. To the son, your steps obviously must be ordered in the context of what your father represented. His whole message of purpose in life, you must find it and you must be seen to find it. To the daughter, your mother was a dignified pastor who exemplified dignity and grace and charm. Such will be yours because you are in fact going to live whatever they were. You're going to be able to live that for them.
Delivering one final note to the Munroes, Mr. Christie concluded with what he felt Dr. Munroe would have said.
Lift your spirits. Better days will come. No matter how much you grieve, your mother and your father will always be with you.
The Ministry of Tourism no doubt impacted the most by the global reach and ambassadorship of Dr. Myles Munroe through his books, audio recordings, television ministry, and busy speaking itinerary. Tourism Minister Obi Wolchcombe says his words will live on even though he is gone.
There'll be many around the world, and of course the news stories, the clips, the articles, the fact that he was featured already in Time magazine. The truth is he's doing a lot, more than we can pay for. Dr. Myles Munroe touched the world, and by him touching the world, the Bahamas touched the world, because always within his heart was his country. And he carried a message of purpose, the purpose of life, the purpose of living, and that message resonated. In fact, many quarters of the world are now celebrating his life because he inspired so many.
As you can hear, just shouts in the background as the local artist Terrence Ford, Pastor Terrence Ford, just finished giving a soulful music rendition. There are a lot of international, local pastors that are here. If you can just pan the stage, you can see in the front of the stage, lots of pastors internationally and locally all coming here to show their support for Dr. Munroe and Pastor Ruth Munroe. And of course, the program is expected to go on for about several hours tonight, and we'll be here to bring you all the details, of course, come tomorrow as they celebrate in this memorial service. But live from the National Stadium, Clint Watson for ZNS Network News.